Hi, and welcome to another Ask Us Anything live with Intrepid English. I'm Kate R, and I'm one of the senior English teachers with Intrepid English. Now, you may see a little cheeky monkey who may come and want to say hello because it is school holidays. So she's with me. My little 3-year-old is here. So today, I actually wanted to do this last week, but because it is school holidays, I didn't have an opportunity to do it. But I wanted to talk about romance and love because last week was Valentine's Day. So I wanted to share with you some romantic idioms that I think are awesome and that can help you improve your English, because learning idioms is a really great way to improve your expression and speaking level in English. So, love is a universal theme that appears in nearly every written work in human history. Although every story is different, the way the writers convey the emotions around love is often the same. So I'm going to share with you some examples that you can start using right away to describe the love in your life. So there are many idioms about the beginning of a relationship, and the most famous one being falling in love. And we use these romantic idioms so much that we forget they're not actually literal. So we don't actually fall in love. So here is a collection of my favorite idioms about falling in love, being in love, as well as what they mean. So, number one, a match made in heaven. This idiom is talking about people who are perfectly suited for one another and will likely be together forever. Number two, being in love. So if you are in love, it means those two people have mutual feelings of love for each other. So we can be in love and we can fall in love. So to be in love is more permanent. Falling is the first stage. You fall in love and then you are in love together. Being lovey-dovey. So I have always hated people being lovey-dovey. I am not a lovey-dovey person. I'm a very private person. So being lovey-dovey is when a couple is flirting, hugging and kissing in front of others. And we call that also public displays of affection, PDAs. And I don't do PDAs. So, and my husband doesn't either. So we're a match made in heaven because we both don't like being lovey-dovey in public. So the next one, number 4, is to have a crush. So that is to be attracted to somebody who may or may not feel the same way about you, but you feel the attraction towards them. Next one, number 5, head over heels in love. So that is when you are so in love that your whole world goes upside down because your head is here and your heels are in your feet normally. But if you love someone so much that your world turns upside down, your head is on the bottom and your heels are on top. So your head over heels in love. The next one is to fancy someone. So that is very similar to have a crush. It means you are attracted to somebody and it may or may not be reciprocated. What are we on now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on 7. To love, I love you to death. To love someone to death means you love them more than life itself. So I say to my daughter, I love you to death. I love you so much. The next one, number 8, it must be puppy love. So puppy love is young love. So often their first love. And it's often more an infatuation. And so not always permanent, more temporary. Then we've got love at first sight. So my husband says that it was love at first sight for him when he saw me. And so as soon as they met, it wasn't the same for me, which he knows. Um, so as soon as they met, they fell in love. They felt this pull, this attraction towards each other. And another one that I love is love conquers all. I can't remember which novel that's in, but it means that no power can defeat love. Love is the most powerful emotion. It's the most powerful in the world. Then we've got love is blind, which is often the case. So that means that you are so in love you don't see the faults of somebody. And that's often at the beginning. So sometimes friends will see the faults of your partner, but not necessarily you, because love is blind. Another idiom is she has the hots for him. To have the hots for somebody is to fancy them, to have a crush on them. So that's to be attracted to somebody that may or may not be attracted back. The next one is to whisper sweet nothings. Again, I don't know where that originally came from. Maybe it's Shakespeare, but to whisper sweet nothings is to speak to someone flirtatiously and romantically in their ear. So you whisper sweet nothings in their ear. You make sure that they are hearing all these lovely things that and then you're flirting with them. And if you say to somebody, you take my breath away, it means you amaze me. You are breathtaking. You take away I can't breathe because you are just so amazing. You take my breath away. And the last one. Okay, I'll help your teeth in a minute. So what I say to my daughter, you are the apple of my eye, which means I adore her. She is the apple of my eye. I adore her. So as you see, so it doesn't have to be just my husband. She can also be the apple of my eye. To be the apple of someone's eye is to adore them. So I hope that those idioms are useful for you and that you will start to use them. Certainly when it's in this month of February, when it's all about romance. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and see you next Friday for our next Friday Live. And please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you are enjoying these videos and you want to be notified for the next time I go live. In the meantime, have a great weekend.